Check out the new DJI that just came out today. Alright, I'm not that cool that I get stuff released early. This is the DJI 3, but today we have some killer news. DJI just announced the new drone called the DJI Spark. You can bring it anywhere, and here are the specs. Let's do this. This is their smallest drone that they have. They're listing this drone for $500, which is pennies compared to what they're offering in their newer drones. It shoots in 1080p and 30 frames per second. Now, it does not do 60 frames per second, so you can't do any slow motion footage, but considering how small it is, definitely worth the compromise. The battery is going to last you 16 minutes. Now, 16 minutes actually is a lot of flight time. When you're actually out flying there, it feels a lot longer than what 60 minutes is. Now, the gimbal that naturally comes with the drone is stabilized, and it's 2-axis, so it can go up and down, left and right, which is beautiful for cinematic footage. Now, an amazing new feature that they just brought out is the hand gesture. Take a look at this. So essentially what they introduced is that as you hold your hand in the drone and you smile or you make your own gesture, it's going to take off. So it's a really powerful new way to control your drone without having a remote. Now keep in mind the $500 price tag is really amazing, but it does not come with a remote. It's a really good thing to consider because it's an additional $150. You want to actually get out there and do real footage, you're going to have to spend a little extra money. That comes with a couple more batteries and the remote. Now the sensor is a little bigger than an iPhone sensor, so keep in mind it's not going to be the most powerful footage compared to the big drone that I have behind me, but it's better than your iPhone, and it's going to still take impeccable video and photos up in the air. Now let's bring up the photography aspect. It shoots 12 megapixel photos, which is powerful. It's essentially just an iPhone in the air. They offer 2 new features in this drone, which I think is really cool, and that is the pano mode and the shallow depth of field mode. Essentially, it's similar to your Apple phone where it's going to put a shallow depth of field and choose your subject and blur out the rest of the background. Now, I think that's kind of useless because if you're going to take portraits, with a shallow depth of field, you're going to probably be using a nice camera. Drones are usually made for landscapes, so why would you want a small aperture? I don't know. I guess it's a cool effect, but the controller that you can buy with it's really small and portable. It's pretty similar to the Mavic drone as well. Some additional modes with this drone is the follow mode and the circle mode, so you can do your gestures and it'll follow you. It will start on you and then fly away and do this same gesture. It has some programmed flying modes for you, which is really nice. The flying capabilities are really remarkable, being able to fly 2 kilometers away, or 1.2 miles if you're American. And I think that's really powerful for a drone that's so small. It's going to produce amazing video and just on the go. I think it's going to be my new go-to. I'm going to see a lot of professionals buying this for their personal life, and I'm going to see a lot of general consumers that won't be buying these big drones, because a big trend was all these awesome people are wanting hey, I want a drone, I'm just a general person, and they're buying these big drones and they're like, this is too much for me. Too big, it's hard to travel with, so they wouldn't use it as much and they're crashing it. So now that with the smaller drone, I think that's going to attract the general consumer, the entry-level consumers that are going to get an amazing value for their money. Now the last point that's going to be really beneficial for the entry-level consumers is the safety modes that it has. So it's actually going to track if there's a tree there, it's going to track if there's a building, and it also has the fly to home options and many other great things that are in other drones but integrated into this. So essentially, this is the newest drone on the market. It is the smallest DJI has to offer. It's the cheapest. So definitely get your hands on this. I really think it's an amazing drone. If you want to step up, go to the Mavic. And if you want a big drone, then pick up DJI 4 or the DJI 3 used because it's cheaper. Links are in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more reviews like this or news or anything like that. I'm kind of experimenting with my channel. So hope you guys have a fantastic day. Comment below if you're going to buy this drone or if you don't like it or whatever you're hearing about it. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a great day.